repeating this practice in mountain pose or Sun Salutation, which means same standing pose. You may have your feet touching your big toes together or your feet hips distance apart. Bring your hands into your heart center. Close your eyes. And just stand with your posture for a moment. Stand with your body. Feel the heaviness into your feet. Let your feet spread. Move your knees a little bit just to check in with them. Find a nice, soft and open knee. Lifting the muscles above your knee, like you're lifting your kneecap to firm your thighs. Exhale, gently draw your navel towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen your low back. Exhale, relax your shoulders on top of your ribs. Inhale, gently lengthen your neck and through the back of your skull. And exhale, feel your heart. Feel your hands sink into your chest as you breathe out. Inhale deeply. A moment of quiet intention, noticing. Breath connecting. Nose breathing with sound, even waves. Let's step to easy wide feet. Make sure you have room around your sides. So you can stagger if you're sharing space with anyone. And bring your hands together in front. Sense of readiness into your legs. Cross your thumbs and weave your fingers. And then take your index fingers out. Don't squeeze too hard. Lift your rib cage, shoulders down, arms reach. Squeeze hands a little bit and gaze up. So you're going to stretch your eyes upward a bit. Strong stance. Little tone in your tummy. One more breath with a little bit of squeeze. Exhale, soften and come down part way. Circle 5 times to the right. Draw a big circle with your hands. You may turn out your toes more if you need to. Use your legs as much as you like. Go at your own speed. So a bend in the knee is going to protect your low back if you have sensitivity there. It's also good for strengthening your hips. But if it feels good for your body to do some straighter legs, let that happen as well. Pay attention. One more time around. Come to the top, breathe in, give it a little squeeze. Breathe out, float your arms down with your breath. Land into your pelvis. Second side, hands together. Cross your thumbs, weave your fingers the other way. Bring your index fingers out. Shoulders are already down. Ask them to stay down. Inhale up. Lift your back rib cage, gaze up. Breathe 5 times with a gentle squeeze. This can help release tension in the entire upper body. Inhale for 4. And the last one. Soften and release part way. Exhale. Circles the second way. I'll let you go at it on your own. Let your gaze follow. Let your breath continue to flow. And patiently connecting with our bodies. Finish up at the top with the squeeze and an in breath. Out breath, float your arms, bend your elbows, float, float, float. And this time land into your belly center, your Manipura chakra, deep breath. Feeling the energy of movement, the energy of stillness. Grounding into the belly center. Now start to the top third of your mat for Sun Salutation time. Moving up, moving with breath. A variation When you're ready, inhale, reach up to the sky. 5 count breath. Exhale, fold forward, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take care of your body. Half lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back to plank. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just establish that pose. Upward dog, suspend your breath a moment. Breathe in when you're ready. Roll your shoulders back. Urdhva Mukha, upward face. And then downward face. Flip your feet, pike up your belly. Change your hands and feet so you feel a nice V shape. Maybe your knees bend, head down. Stay for 5. Walk your dog out by bending your knees one at a time. Take your time with that. If there's any excess effort in your pose, try to release it. Is your face relaxed? Let your hands press into the earth so it doesn't feel like you're holding yourself up, but you're holding the earth away. Maybe that's heavier. Exhale one more time. Come to the front of your mat on an inhale and halfway lift. You don't have to stay exactly together. Breathe out, forward fold, find your way in. Stand up, breathing in. So this is a kind of discipline of concentration where we bring the breath and the movement together. Exhale, down, line up your shoulders, bring it into the sides of your body. Free breath, feel it. Reinforce the low belly towards the spine. Exhale, that protects your low back. Arms wide, inhale. Gaze up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale, also arms wide. Catch the back of your legs to gently fold yourself in. Press your shins away, half lift pose. Keep your hips low, hands down, other leg back first. Exhale, just come into plank and refine it. Find that shape, just that breath. Upward dog. Stretch your belly, maybe come from your knees. Careful. Tuck your tailbone, gaze down. Go back through tabletop and into downward dog. Holding steady. Belly up, heart reaching down gently. Shoulders externally rotating, so you have energy moving into the outside edge of your arms and pinkies. And then you ground your thumbs as well. One more breath. Really reach your belly up towards your spine. Exhale. Keep your belly up as you bend your knees and step forward. And halfway lift, so we really stretch that inhale. Fold in, take your time, breathe out, calm your nervous system. Stand up, wide arms. Exhale when you're ready, arms down into your sides. Free breath. Classical Sun Salutation. Cross your thumbs, wide fingers. Inhale up and gently back. Pelvis forward, feet a little wide. Exhale, bring your hips back under you and fold in. This one we skip the half lift and step back to Anjaneyasana. Right leg back, knee down. Ground both feet, rise to the low lunge and we stay for 5. Reach up, tuck under your tail. And your hips and knee can head forward in this pose to whatever degree feels good. Downward gaze, downward shoulders. I just put on my light half resting smile. Sometimes your smile can bring you joy. Sometimes your joy brings your smile. Release. Bring back your leg. Downward dog. Knees down, release your feet, chest and chin down. And then straighten your legs, come to your belly, cobra spine. Hands have that spiral outward energy like downward dog, so the elbows hold inward, draw inward. Active legs. Downward gaze, one more breath. There's an action here to get up and out of here. So forward and down press, peel up your belly. Step into downward dog, breathe out. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, second side. Tuck under your tail, take your time, come in. 5 breaths, shoulders down, eyes down. And you're guiding your lower body into the lunge shape that feels right. Your own depth. Ground both of your feet. Breathe out once more. Release, stepping forward. All of these transitions are journeys. Fold forward, release your breath. Stand up, use your legs, cross your thumbs. Lift your rib cage, gently back, breathe out. Breathe in, come back to center, pause. Utkatasana, fierce pose, bringing your feet hip distance or together. Sink back like you're going down into a chair. It's a low chair. You're like a ski racer in your tuck. 5 breaths, concentrate, open feet. Notice which poses require extra concentration from you. Without judgment, of course. Breathe out one more time. Determined press, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your pelvis. Forward fold, let your knees bend so you can tilt your pelvis forward. So here we're trying to lengthen our spine, so the legs bend as needed. Come on down, hollow up your belly, and release your hands to encircle your big toes with your first 2 fingers and thumbs. This is called binding, so connecting. Bring your elbows wide and your head down. It's fine if your chest is resting on your legs. If it feels good to straighten your legs more, you may. 5 breaths. Pull up on your toes and your toes resist with equal measure. So we're strengthening our big toe muscles. 1 more breath out. Also strengthening your arms and your shoulders and back. Release, bring your hands back to your pelvis. Press your feet and stand up and out. Come to the right side on your mat, triangle pose. So go ahead and take your right leg towards the back. Angle your left foot in. Reach out your arms, breathing in. Over and breathing out, over into the pose. You may do the toe grab on this side if you'd like. Bend your knee as needed, or just bring your hand to your shin. Tone in your navel. Shoulders off your ears. 3, 4, open towards the sky. Exhale, breathe, bring your navel in. Release your arms and rise, change your feet. Over and down when you're ready to breathe out. If you need a little more time to set up, that's fine. Wait to start that 5 count. So the encirclement of your big toe if you'd like, even if you bend your knee to get there. So once you have that, you are working to open away from it. So you might not be as open as usual. If you'd like to give it a try. Feel your whole body participating in this gesture. Utthita Trikonasana, extended 3-angle pose. Breathe out. Navel in. That helps protect as you come up. Rise. Turn to wide parallel feet. And exhale, bring down your arms. To the right leg again, adding knee bend. Stretching out your shape for your wide lunge, warrior B, float out your arms. So when we practice things a lot, we have to remember to stay mindful and not just come out of habit, but always to come with our awareness in place. Check your knee over your ankle. Nice balance in your rib cage, so your low ribs stay underneath you. Shoulders down, equal reaching. The practice is the single focus of our meditation. Breathe out. Breathe in, change to the other side. If you need a little more time, take it to set up. Beginner's mind, check your body. Try not to just act out of habit, but really notice. Light resting, half smile, peaceful face. One more exhale. Release your arms, return to your wide parallel feet. Let's take a look at this one for a moment. Prasarita Padottanasana. Maybe your toes turn in a bit more than your heels. Maybe your knees bend as you come forward. Let's head out towards the big toes again. Roll forward. Let your knees bend, tip your pelvis. Straighten your legs as you come down if it feels good. Head out and hold on to your ankles or your big toe circling again. Elbows wide, head down. So it's similar to what we did a little while ago. Low belly hollows up. Also lifting your pelvic floor muscles towards the center and up like a small flame. Subtle core. One more time, deep wave of breath. Release your toe binds and inhale, come up your legs. Strong straight legs, strengthens the ankles really beautifully. Exhale. Back to the right side, bend the knee like warrior B. Lean and reach pose, extended side angle. Gather fingers. Shoulder draws down into the body as the arm reaches. So we're dealing with dueling actions there. Down and up at the same time. Unifying opposites. One more breath out. Over to the other side, inhale. Try to come in with both arms as you exhale. Lean and reach for one. Eyes go towards your reaching hand. One of our tools for studying our wandering minds or busy brains is like eye steadiness. Fourth breath. And fifth one. Inhale, energy helps you come up and out, stretch it wide. And then let's come to the front section of your mat. Stepping mindfulness, return, pause. Standing practice, increasing energy. Right leg back again, this time pelvis to the front. Roll your shoulders inward, reach back as far as you can. Come together, knuckles, fingertips, palms. Come up your back to any degree. Not forcing this work. Elbows stay lifted, forward fold. Sure your stance feels solid, and then head out there, leading with your heart. Then relax your head downward, elbows lifting. Another one of those extended poses. Breathing in, come up if you're ready. Step forward, Step back, keeping the arms. You can down a little bit to soften it up. Find your stance. Bring up your hands again behind your heart, or wherever they come today. Fold forward, lead with your heart, reach up. Bring down your head, bow in. You can go all the way to your shin. You can bend your front knee. Try to lift your elbows. Feel all the strength and the groundedness. Exhale one more time. Breathe in, come up. Release your arms. Give your wrists a moment to circle both ways, just to release that compression. Let's change this stance to warrior A. So we need to bend the front knee and make some more space. Have a moment for that. Hands to your sacrum, fingers down. Encourage your tail tuck energy so your low back is long. Squaring towards the front of your mat. Draw your elbows wide, hands open, downward gaze. So we're strengthening and stretching in our hips. Feel that lengthen your psoas, your hip flexors, and the step back leg. One more deep breath. And strengthening the front leg with that squat on one side. Stepping out. Other side, warrior A. Square to the front lunge. Knees centering. Start with your hands to sacrum, fingers down. Just noticing that part of your body, that continuation of your spine. Loving awareness. Arms up this time, shoulders down, palms press. Bend your elbows. Just nestle your skull into your arms. Downward gaze. Notice how much of your attention you need to hold the shape steady, to hold your mind steady, your breath, your eyes. Then release, stepping out in forward twist and step. Remember. Asking ourselves to stand on one leg. Possibly there is something involved like a wall, because that can just be there for safety. So safety is very important. Let's forgo the strap for this one and just use it when we do the lying down version. I'm going to bring weight into your right leg. So let's just talk for a minute about standing on one leg. So we need to increase our concentration. So as I automatically come into the Hatha Mudra where you bring your fingertips together, notice what it does to your brain. A sense of concentration, unifying. Shift weight to your right leg so your angle of your heel can change so that you feel like you could possibly leave the other leg off the ground. And let's just explore the shift side to side a few times, the process. So you have to do all this compensating to stay centered. One more time to the second foot. And relax, release. A little shimmy. And then stillness. Like you're ready, concentrated. I can do this. I'm going to do my best. All right. So back into the right leg with your weight, lifting out of the standing leg. Bring your other foot off the ground if possible. You can always just start with your toe touching. Bring up your knee towards your chest. Stay with that, or encircle your big toe. Stand up. Gaze to the steady spot. If you know this pose and want to straighten your leg, you may do so. If you come down, try again. Let's bring that knee out to the sides. So if you're holding your knee, bring it out. And come into tree pose. Feel your leg connect with your other leg. Find center. Tall spine, lifting out of your standing hip. Just one more breath. Come out as slowly as you can, which is sometimes very quickly, and that is all fine, but resist if you can. And then back into both legs. Rock side to side, ground, center. Other side, turn around if you need to have your wall support. Shift into your left leg, lift out of the hip. Bring your knee up towards your chest and catch it with one or both of your hands. Standing tall. If you'd like to bring your same side hand to the big toe circle. Play with that. Waist holding is helpful, using your support. 2. Everything is this right now. And it's impermanent. Just one more breath. Transition out to the side. Release your toe, guide your knee to the side. Bring your foot to your other leg. Your version of tree pose is fine. Just grounding your legs into each other. And then hold for 5 more. Just trying to help you feel that intensity of concentration. You cannot think about anything else. Breathe out once more and come down slowly. Relax into open feet. Let be. Deep breath. Feel this state of concentration in your mind. Let's bring it on down to the earth sign. At the top of your mat, interlace press up. Breathe in. Lift your back ribs too. Release your arms, fold forward. Catch your elbows and rock in your feet a few times. Stepping back to lizard lunge, bring down the hands a little close to each other. Bring your right leg back and your knee down so the arms come inside the front knee. Cushion if needed. Lots of variation in our bodies. This allows a, a turnout of this knee and foot on the front leg. The back knee can lift or stay down. Just want to make sure your spine is long, so you might tuck your tail, lengthen your neck. 5 breaths where you feel good. Compassion, just the right amount. Working deeply is fine, but no harming. Breathe out once more. Release, bring your leg back, other side. Step forward, turning out. Bring your arms down inside that leg. Plank arms, nice strong and straight arms, open hands. Refine your back knee. You can tuck your toes, lift up or stay down. Find an interesting angle for your hip. Breathe 5 times. Exhale it out. And release your leg back. On the lizard note, the collared lizard push-ups, little dips, elbows in. You can work from your knees or your toes. Reach your heart forward and down. Try going slightly deeper. 2 more. 1 more. Balasana, child's pose, drape your arms. You've done a lot. Rest here. Breathe out once again. Come out to your forearms. Dive them forward on your mat and release your legs up for Dolphin Pose, 5 breaths. Downward dog with your forearms on the ground, head down, shoulders up, belly up. One more breath. Feel how you're working from your center, that uplift. Then walk back your legs, lower your hips all the way to the ground, and release. Come out to your belly, widen your feet about mat's width apart, ground your front pelvis. Reach your arms up, ground your legs. Inhale, lift your chest off the floor, arms wide. Exhale, pull your elbows to your sides, squeeze your shoulder blades, 5 breaths holding. The fists are loose. Try to ground your legs, your feet. One more breath, lift it up, squeeze shoulder blades. Exhale, come down, release, relax everything. Bring your arms comfortably underneath you, in front. You can rest your chin or your forehead down. Bend your knees, flex your feet. Inhale, lift your knees off the ground, 5 breaths. Press your feet towards the sky. Lift as high as you can. Think bridge pose. Think of that action of pressing the earth with your feet. Try to find it, concentrate. Can't see it, just feeling it. 4, one more breath. Exhale, relax, release. Little rock on the belly, rock your pelvis. And then stillness, breathe out. Side lying half bow, roll to your right side, support your head. Bring your other hand to your low belly. Ground your lower leg into the earth. Find balance. Make sure your shoulder and head are comfortable. You can bring a pillow in as well. Bend your top knee. Bring your top hand down to catch your ankle or your foot. Then start by bringing your heel closer to your hip, stretching the front of your leg compassionately. Try to stretch the belly of the muscles, not where they attach to your knee and your hip. Lots of body connecting to the earth is grounding. And then open your foot away from your body, press it into your hand to create the half bow shape. Pelvis coming forward. Gaze down your nose. And relax, release onto your belly and over to the other side, taking several rounds of breath to support your head and find your balance. To arrive, transition to this. Bend your top knee, catch your ankle or foot, heel towards the hip. So I have to bend my elbow a little bit to make that happen. Just work with your body. What happens when you get that invitation? Back to that, thinking about stretching the middle of your front thigh, of your quadriceps, and not at your knee or your hip. Distribute that lengthening. Third breath out. Exhale, second part, opening the bow, press foot into the hand, pelvis forward. Changes the balance a little bit, so recommit to that lower leg grounding. Pay attention. Deep breath again. Exhale, roll to center. And release. One more thing on the belly, arms overhead. Lift your right arm and your left leg for 5 breaths. Doesn't have to be high. Ground the other limbs. Neck neutral. Energy of reaching. One more breath. Relax, release. Other side, lengthen. Strengthen your back. And just one more. Exhale, relax and soften. Breathe freely as you can move through up dog, down dog, or just come to wide child's pose. So that flow through optional if it feels good to you. Feel like it's free to spread out your blanket for your knees for the wide child's pose work. And here your hips can be higher or lower. Come up like you're in your tabletop. Bring your right hand behind your skull. Inhale, open out to the side. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Again, inhale, open. Ground your feet. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale, open this time. Reach your arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Mindful, you can change your supportive hand position to help yourself come down safely to your skull above your ear. And then relax as much as you can, holding steady. Mula Bandha, that's the pelvic floor. Definitely activates in this pose. Draw in and up. Helping us support and protect. If it feels good to roll more towards the back of your skull, pressing into your left hand, you may do so. And one more slow breath, stretching your neck. Inhale, press up and out, open. Exhale, center, draw back, relax. Back inside, breathe in, come up. Breathe out, bring your left fingers behind your skull. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Doesn't have to touch. Inhale, open to your own degree. Exhale, twist in. This time, open and reach your arms straight. Exhale, thread the needle through, come down carefully. Above your ear. Pay very close attention in this pose. New point of view, steady your eyes. For the last 2 breaths, if it feels good, press your right hand. Roll towards the back of your skull a little more. Be careful. Yoga can help us have a nice strong neck. It's more that your neck is connected to your whole back that I'm saying be careful for. And open it on out slowly, ground, press everything into the earth as you open up, breathe in, breathe out, release. And come through and sit down. Feel free to elevate your pelvis. Just relax, enjoy your breathing. Normally we start here, or often we do. Feel the quality of the practice so far. How yoga and Hatha Yoga prepares you for meditation. Focused, present. Fire lugs pose. Bring your feet further away from your hips. brighten your feet and legs, so activate your feet. Stay or stack your shins if you would like to explore. And it can look its own way. So having the knees bent inward is easier on the hips. So if your hips are tight, let your knees be more bent, less open, no knee strain. Check in. And with loving awareness, bring your heart forward a little bit. Arms where they feel supportive. So you may fold to your own degree forward. 5 slow breaths. Choosing some poses today that require deep concentration. Help us come into a yoga state. Breathing out once more. Release with care. Changing so your other leg is out in front. And exploring the bringing away of the feet, the activating, the brightening. Perhaps the stacking. Keeping your feet bright as you stack. And then relax your feet a bit. So you're super protective of knees, non-straining there. Letting our hips stretch very deeply. Come forward to your own degree. Concentrate fully, 5 breaths on just the right place in your body for today. Try to have neither attachment nor aversion to the poses. Equanimity. 4th breath out, last one. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Walk yourself back upright and carefully release your legs, taking them out wide. Try to stay elevated on a blanket fold. Bring your arms back, fingers back. It's easy, open hands, lean back. Gaze down, lift your heart, relax your legs open. Let the energy flow. Exhale. And releasing to Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Walking on your sitting bones, go side to side. So this could just help you find center. It also helps release them away from each other a bit. Feel your ischial tuberosities and settle into their center. Connect your arms. This is another bound pose, Baddha Konasana. Hold on to your feet or your ankles and sit tall with straight arms, straight spine, chin down. Stretch your neck. Shoulders back. And 5. Lift your chin. Come forward and round your spine. We don't always have that invitation, so start with the tucking tail energy. Curl your head towards your feet. Encourage your knees towards the floor. The heels are the only part that have to stay pressing here. Patient and loving. Try to breathe into tension, breathe away tension. Slowly inhale once more. Wait for your breath. Exhale. Slow breathing now as we move into the finishing part of practice. come out, apply your socks and long sleeves as you like. Possibly have a yoga strap or something similar for lying down. Also, any comfort props like your blanket or pillows for resting pose, eye cover. All right, ready? Lie down, legs straight if you want. Practice this one with regularity. Resist going down by reaching forward, allowing your spine to round. And this just helps protect you as you release down and come to the center of your skull. Lying down, just release open for a moment. Not having to do anything, just lie here. Feel what happens with your breath. Your front body wants to expand a lot. Let your back body expand too. Add your side body and breathe deeply once more. Breathing out. Bridge pose, one foot at a time. Step in, knees bent, center skull. Think for a moment about when we were on our bellies and we lifted our knees off the floor. It's the upside down version of that. Turn your palms over, arms by your sides and away a little bit. So we have some more groundedness. Concentrate on keeping your spine long. Inhale, press your feet, lift up. Try to feel where that action comes from. Your head can slide away, make space for your spine. For one. Pressing your front hip points towards the sky. Gathering your pelvic floor muscles in and up into your body. One more slow breath, really ground your upper back into the earth in this pose. Slowly come down, control the release. Come to neutral on your back. And taking your strap or something similar, and you can also do this if you want to do the big toe hold. We were doing that earlier. Start with your right leg, lift it off the floor. So strap around the foot, kind of below the ball of the foot, feels good. Wherever, doesn't really matter exactly where it is. Take that connection in both, in the same hand, the other arm down. So the big toe circle's fine with it at knee, or just holding your leg if you don't have a strap. Supta Padangusthasana, reclining foot, big toe pose. Bring it towards you. Maybe your other leg wants to stretch out and point the toes. Exhale, navel towards the spine. Think about standing for just a moment, how we tried this on our feet today. Let that go. Be present with this. Add the navel in. Lift your head towards your knee for the last couple breaths. Keep your jaw and heart relaxed. Just use your belly and your arm. Breathe out. Come on down. Breathe in. Open out to the side. Round your other leg. You can use your hand on the thigh. Open out to any degree. Knee may bend. Or you can roll to come all the way to the floor. It's fine if your other side comes way up. Try to ground the other side of your body and turn your head away. 5 breaths. One more exhale. Bring your head to center. Inhale. Strong lift of that leg. Bring your other leg up. Take over the strap, starting with the other foot bent, knee bent, foot on the ground. Second side. Reclining foot, big toe. Maybe your other leg will straighten out now. Draw the top leg towards you. Exhale, navel tones in. Lift it up if it feels good. Let the lift come from way down low in your belly. Just one more breath. Give it energy, lift up more. Exhale, release and relax. Keep your right leg grounded as you bring your left leg open to the side to any degree. Could come to your bent elbow, stay there, or roll towards towards the floor to bring your foot down. Roll your head away from your foot 3-5 times. Feel how this work is supported by your subtle core, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, toning in the pelvis and low belly. One more breath out. Inhale energy, back to center, head and leg. Bend your knee, release. Take away your staff and bring your knees into your chest. Apanasana, breathe deeply in. Breathe deeply out. The exhale is the apana energy. Again, deeply breathe in. Let your breath find space and breathe out. Bring your legs up into the air. Hold on somewhere behind your legs where it feels supportive. Bring them both towards you. Your hips can lift up too if it feels nice. Find a nice spot for today. Breathe 5 times. And a second variation and breathe 5 more times. Bring your knees to your chest and stretch out for a resting pose. Disturb yourself as little as possible, adding your supports as you like. Maybe you don't need anything. It's not a long rest. It's not a yoga nidra, not a whole class of rest, but very important part. Don't have to do anything except let go. Conscious rest. Noticing the energies of your body, the layers. Letting the outer layer relax completely. Everything that is made of rice is relaxing. So that's everything physical. Perhaps with that releasing, you notice your pranic body, the energy, the electrical. Sensing those currents, where do you notice them? relaxing your pranic body. Deeper and deeper inside. It's the gentlest return to that Anamaya Kosha, the outermost layer of your body, letting your breath move, your throat release, your body might move a little bit. Transition to cat stretch twist, which is just super easy, knees to one side, head to the other. If there's a variation of twisting on your body that you would like to move into, you could add a little bit more depth or a little different shape to it. Have another deep breath in it. And then cat stretch over to the second side. Super easy. Bend your knees, bring them over, turn your head away. Act like you have not a care in the world, like a cat. And in this moment, you don't. You are free. Allow yourself to stay in a state of unification. A few more breaths if you'd like to express yourself further in that twist. Maybe deep breath, stretch it out a little more. Come back to seated position, please, at your own time. Decide how you want to go. Follow where your body wants you to go. And then sit easy. Rest your hands, rest your heart. Light resting, half smile. Breathe deeply once again. Just have a moment to thank yourself for showing up, concentrating. Let your gratitude extend in all the directions. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.